Yo, we back. We back with another one when they thought it wasn't gonna be no another one or something. It do hit different. We back with another episode of Whoops. It hit different. Icewear Vezzo.
What's happening, brother?
Let's break this shit down.
6 Mile Records, man. Dogg shit records, Iced Up Records, Wavy Game Boys, ENT Money Kind of Music, MCD, all that shit. I ain't heard.
It hit different. Well, J Main in the D. You gotta be in the D, bro.
J Main in the D, pause. You know what I'm saying? He over whooping though. You didn't bring no whoops though.
It hit different.
It hit different when J Main come to the city and don't bring no whoops.
I got the whoop merch though.
But you ain't bring no whoop, the ooh-ops. You know what I'm saying?
It hit different.
I told my kids I'm bringing the whoops back to the crib.
So I'm letting the kids down. It hit different.
It hit different.
Next time I come to Detroit for it's the merch, I'm pulling up with the whoops. I'm under whooping.
It's on the floor.
Let's start here. Now, speaking of it's on the flow, Detroit slang. So for some people who may not know or what's going on, where you from? What part of Detroit? And what on the flow really mean on flow? Because I ain't putting my whoops on the flow. It hit different.
Let me tell you something, right? See, I'm from the east side, I'm from 6 Mile, you know what I'm saying? But it's on the flow, that shit universal in Detroit. That shit universal in Michigan, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's Detroit, Pontiac, Flint, Grand Rapids, where the fuck you at, anywhere in Michigan, it's on the flow. But the whole thing, right, the bitch got like 10 different meanings. So it's on the flow can mean anything. Like it's based off context. Like for instance, right, for a nigga like, bro, I'm about to pull up to the studio in 10 minutes. All right, say that, it's on the flow. Or it's like, hey man, Dogg, oh me, bro, Holmes ain't answering the phone. What's up with Doggy, bro? Like, when I see him, it's on the flow.
Oh, that mean you gonna fuck him up then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or it's like, hey, J Main, bro, nigga nigga got a walkthrough for you, bro. It's on the flow. How you playing it? What you want? You know what I'm saying?
Now it's time for me to go get some money.
On me, bro. It's all about the context. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like whoop. So when people like, J Man, what whoop mean? It's about the context.
It's the context. It ain't even a word. It's the context. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
So it's on the flow. Like, you know, we locked the interview in. I'm like, it's on the flow. Let's get it. It's on the flow.
It's on the flow. It hit different. So what's up with y'all? Is that a Detroit thing, or is this a Michigan thing? When y'all say, what's up, my baby? Calling a grown-ass man my baby is crazy, V.
That's
like,
Detroit thing.
Come on.
My baby though, that's
Vezzo,
like,
you
that's
whooping.
like, no, see,
Vezzo,
you whooping, gang. Cause check it out, right? My baby is like back when y'all niggas used to say Joe.
Okay.
That's my baby, like, you know, that, but my baby mean like, that's my nigga, like, we locked in, like you got niggas that be like, yeah, no, that's my man, or that's my homie, or that's my dog, or that's my doggy, like, no, that, I fuck with Holmes, or I fuck with Buddy, I fuck with Brody. When nigga be like, no, that's my baby, that mean like,
hell nah.
We locked in, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's my baby. That's my baby. Or sometimes when we see each other, it's like, damn, what up? What's up, my baby? What it do? What up, though?
Why is y'all whooping like that though?
That's
Like y'all don't have
lingo,
a better word out here for that?
That's the lingo. My baby just makes so much. That's my baby though. You heard?
Saying
like
that to a grown ass man.
Even if a nigga, even like, you know what I'm saying, nigga get locked up or something like, damn.
Now you really can't use that shit in jail.
My baby, bro.
Okay, hold on. Say it again. How you use it?
Even if a nigga get locked up or something, nigga like, man, you know they gave bro 5 years. Like, damn, they did my baby crazy.
Hell nah.
When a nigga say that's my baby, that mean like, nigga, that's my nigga. Like, we done that blood, we done that family.
So y'all is ahead of the sexuals out here.
Who? No, we real niggas out here. We real men.
Okay.
We ain't on none of that.
Okay.
We ain't going for none of that.
It ain't different.
You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to that community. You know what I mean? Whoever that's them. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't affect me. But we ain't.
Okay.
My baby don't. New York niggas say my heart.
So
I don't understand that one all the way.
My heart now is my
heart. What sound more whooped out though?
My baby.
Ain't no motherfucking way.
My baby
more whooped out than my heart.
Like, that was like you could be talking about your son. Like, we got kids. Like,
but they said when they talking about they homie, you know what I'm saying? But we understand it because we say my baby, so it's like my heart. But my heart.
My baby is crazy.
No, it ain't crazy. It's my heart.
What else they saying in New York now? You just put me down on?
My movie theater.
My movie theater.
That's crazy.
My movie theater. They just making shit up down out there in New York.
My movie theater crazy.
I posed the hit.
My little homie, my little homie Bubba, my little Muslim homie, he put me up on that one. He like, brother, yeah, that's a new thing. My movie that I said I can't get with that one. And my heart was kind of catching on. That motherfucker got normal to my ears, pause. But my movie theater though, that's crazy.
That
bro.
shit too long.
That's how I feel about my wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my movie theater. If that's, you know what I mean?
Like I'm saying, break that down in context though. My movie theater.
I can't break it down. I ain't from New York. I can't break.
But
that
you said
down.
you feel like your wife. You feel like that about your wife. A movie theater. So
that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it come off like that's my everything.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that about no.
When you at the movie theaters, you feel like you at everything when you there.
No. It's just more so like it's a movie like.
I get
what
that.
I'm saying? Well, shit a movie. Like, it's a movie.
Now, we say that in Iraq, but a movie theater is crazy.
Movie theater is different.
Okay.
But you overwhooping saying my baby is crazier than my heart.
I think my baby, they gonna have to let me know. I feel like my baby will look
Y'all
crazy.
let us know in the comments which one crazier, my heart or my baby. Shout out to all my New York homies. You know I love, it's all I love.
It hit different. Now, so look, if I want to get some food out here in Detroit, when I first touched down, bro, I'm at Coney Island.
Yeah.
Coney Island. Where's Vezzo going?
We at Coney Island, you know what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
on the quick side, like 2 a.m., 3, 4 a.m., you gotta go to the Coney. The Coney is like the menu unlimited, but I only go to Zorba's. That's in my hood. That's on the 6th.
I heard
Literally
you
right
at
on
that. You
6th
talking about them hours 2 a.m. I heard they get that fa at Coney's. Do your homework.
Do your homework on which Coney to go to. You gotta know which one to go to. You heard? I only go to Zorba's. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. It hit different.
Respectfully, you gotta know where to go to. You heard? And get like that at any Coney Island. Get like motherfucker ran a truck through Zorba's.
A truck?
A pole pickup truck.
Damn.
Crashed through the bitch. Ran through the door of the bitch.
What they was on? What they wanted, the money?
I don't know what a motherfucker. No, they ain't
But
robbed
they do
the
your
bitch.
homework to
They
smash
just
and
was-
grab.
No, I know about the smash and grab, but it wasn't nothing to smash. What the fuck they gonna grab? A burger?
Do your homework.
Do they homework on ain't no money in the cashiers at Zorba's. They ain't laying like that.
Some people don't be doing all their homework, so they
They ain't
going-
do enough homework at all. They overwhooped with that one. Motherfucker crashed through the door. Crazy. But no, Zorba's on the late night side. But it's a new thing though. See, I really don't even want to say it on camera because then niggas gonna burn the bitch down. Like they gonna overdo the bitch. And the bitch so low, it's one of them like if you know type places.
Okay.
You want me to whoop for you?
Yeah, I do want you to break this shit down.
It's called Bugsy's.
Okay.
My nigga GT put me up on that Bugsy's wings. They got the
Okay.
house wings, double dipped.
Double dip.
You know what I'm saying? With
Double
the-
whoop you. They double whooping
They
your
double,
wop.
they double whooping them. You heard? Them bitches, yeah, they one of them.
Oh, bro, that it hit different.
I mean,
So let's get into some other whoops, bro. It do hit different. Cause I don't want no glizzies from Coney's. It hit different.
I ain't
I'm
eating
only
no
eat
glizzies.
whoops. So they sell glizzies up there.
Niggas ain't eating no glizzies though.
They specialize in corn dogs, bro. I know what y'all on out here in Detroit.
Chili dogs.
It's a corn dog.
That ain't no corn dog. Corn dog.
Is it a glizzy?
corn
So
dog.
put it like this. That's saying it ain't a white glizzy. It's a black.
Any Coney is a glizzy.
It's a glizzy.
Any hot dog pause is a glizzy.
It's a glizzy.
I ain't fucking with no glizzy in no shape or form. I ain't touching no glizzy.
Oh shit. Let's get into a
Y'all
deeper subject.
specialize in glizzies and
It's merged. Don't even try to. We specialize in pizza. Do your homework on Giordano's.
Y'all got the Chicago style pizza,
Italian
but y'all got the
fiesta.
glizzies with the Chicago style glizzy. What you mean with all the veggies on the bitch with the with the
See,
onions,
you know
all
though.
that.
You know. I don't know nothing about that.
You know about that. You know about the Chicago. Them
don't know
bitches in
nothing
the
about
airport, everything. At O'Hare, yeah.
Okay,
they
you say
all
you can't
around.
miss them
You
bitches.
can't miss them.
They be overdressing the Chicago glizzy though. A dressed up glizzy is crazy. It different. Pause.
Too
man.
crazy.
Yeah. Let's get into some real shit I wanted to ask you about. I heard you say something when we was in the Maybach earlier.
Yeah.
It caught my attention on For Them Gray. Now, you told your son, I'd rather you miss school than for you to miss boxing class, your boxing lessons. Now, break that down on what you meant. Like, what's your perspective on that?
Obviously, education is everything. It's key. You know what I mean? And I think as a parent, we gotta always want our kids to accomplish things that we didn't have opportunity to accomplish, or we didn't have the courage or the chance or the inspiration to accomplish. So he gotta go to school and college and do all of that because his old man ain't do it. You heard? I dropped out of ninth grade type shit. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying to him is like, when it comes to education and self defense is about programming. You know what I'm saying? You gotta program. You gotta know how to defend yourself as a man because you gotta protect your family. You know what I mean? If I'm out of town and the older he get, he gotta protect my old lady. He gotta protect his big sister. You know what I'm saying? So I think discipline and defense is important. We gotta always have a military type mindset. We gotta always be prepared to go to war at any moment, at any time. You know what I mean? So I call it programming. You gotta program. So if you gotta miss one or the other, you gonna have to miss school today. We can catch up on that homework, but you can't get this. You know what I mean? You can't. No, once you start programming, ain't no stopping. You gotta be consistent with that because you a man. You're gonna be a grown man one day. I don't tell my son that he a little boy. I tell him he a man right now. He preparing. That's my job as a father to prepare him to be an adult man. But he already a man. You know what I'm saying? He got a responsibility. And right now his responsibility is protecting his sister. And my responsibility is protecting them all. You heard? So when it comes to getting an education, I can make up for that. I know enough. We can get that homework. We can go get the homework, and I teach them at home stuff that they not learning in school, shit that's more important in life, that they gonna benefit way more from in their everyday life than what a school will even want to teach them. And they go to a Montessori school, you know what I'm saying? But they still not teaching them what I'm teaching them at home. And I think every parent should go above and beyond on the education side. It don't just stop at school. I think that's a lazy way of educating your children is making them go to school and expecting them to get good grades and straight A's, and they bring back straight A's, and now you think you got a smart child. You ain't got a smart child until you show them the true understanding of having common sense and intellect. You know what I'm saying? Common sense ain't so common, but common sense to get you really far. Common sense got me far, extremely far, just using my street smarts. My street smarts turned into common sense. You know what I'm saying? I had street smarts before I had common sense. And it's definitely a big difference. You know what I'm saying? The street smarts only got me so far. The street smarts got me in prison. My common sense kept me out of prison once I got out of prison. You know what I'm saying? My common sense is what got me rich. You heard? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, different.
Yeah, but also I gotta be able to protect what I obtain at all times. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the case may be. You look at the country of white folks. They teaching their kids how to shoot ARPs at the age of 7, how to shoot a shotgun when they 5. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's called great teaching. I seen my homeboy, the baby. That's really my homie. That's a friend of mine. He teaching his daughter how to shoot. He doing the right thing.
Okay, so let's slow down right there. So you do approve. We usually see as Caucasian men that teach their sons how to get out there and blow that pipe. I feel like in the hood we never had that real training. Niggas just start picking up guns and going to shoot. But at the same time, it's like the Caucasians. These are the ones that's going to the schools that when they turn 18 and shoot them up.
Because they not teaching them other things. Two things can be true at the same time, just like one thing can be true and the other thing can be wrong. That's what a recipe is for. You don't got the orange juice if you only got the water. You still gonna need the orange. You know what I'm saying? So to make that make sense is like those white children that go and shoot them schools up, they only being taught how to shoot, but they not being taught how to deal with their emotions. They not being taught the importance of when it's time to shoot and why are you learning to shoot? What when will you need to know how to shoot? You might not ever need to shoot at all. This is something that this is a habit. It's not a habit. This is a capability that you pick up, and you use with you go about it as chess. This is ability. Ain't nothing better in life than having as many abilities as possible. If I can do 1,000 things, then that means I got 1,000. I'm unlimited in 1,000 different ways. You understand what I'm saying? So like them youngins, them white kids that go shoot up the school, they being taught how to shoot, but they not being taught how to deal with their emotions. And it's like on the reverse back end with the black community. We not teaching our kids how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? But we leaving it to Instagram and to the streets to show them how to shoot and shit like that. And we're not teaching them either one. We gotta teach both. You know what I'm saying? So we lacking on both areas. I feel like the white folks, they lacking on the mental part, but they playing one part correctly. We lacking on the mental part and the other part. You know what I'm saying? We try our best to keep our kids away from even knowing how to operate a firearm. But to me, I think every human being on this earth, they adapt to what they want, what they can't have. You know what I'm saying? So that make these youngins want to go pick up pipes at a young age. Pause.
Yeah, because I don't feel like in the black community, a lot of us know how to handle our emotions as the way
We don't. We ain't being taught that. Just like it's not in the white community. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? That's a downfall in both communities. But we gotta learn how to.
So is that a part of mental health?
That's definitely a part of mental health. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay healthy mentally, but you gotta mental health gotta be taught. That ain't nothing you pick up. You know, I don't want to learn how to deal with my feelings through me. I had to learn how to deal with my emotions through experience. But the shit that I went through, to have to deal with that shit, I would never want my son to have to go through none of the shit I went through. I went through some shit, bro. I went through some shit. I lost a lot of people, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I lived in vacant houses. You know what I mean? In real life, gang, like I really lived in a vacant home at 18 years old with 2 dope fiends with no lights, no water, no gas. I got caught stealing a pack of noodles at the gas station. Holmes felt so bad, nigga gave me a box of noodles. Still ain't had nowhere to cook them bitches at type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I went through some shit, but I learned how to deal with my emotions through experience. All human beings obviously gotta learn how to deal with things through experience. But if we teach our children how to react when that experience come, because it's gonna come, it ain't no way around it. Your kid gonna experience shit. But if they know, if they got some tools in the back of their mind that they old man or they old bird taught them, when that moment appeared, it comes. It's like, oh damn, I remember my dad said, if this was to happen, this is how I should react. You understand what I'm saying?
So how do you teach your son to basically how to deal with a bully in school? Because these kids growing up, I was watching Judge Judy one day, and she was going back and forth with 2 parents in the courtroom, and both of the parents was up there defending their kids, and one of the parents, well, Judge Judy tell because the 2 girls was fighting, Judge Judy tell the parents like, yeah, my child wouldn't be in a situation like this. Like basically, it's bad parenting as to why your child was fighting at this school. Do you agree with that?
It depends on the situation. I know, like with my son, right, the most important thing for him is to protect his sister. You know what I'm saying? He can handle himself. So my son know how to
Is that bad parenting?
No,
so,
hear me out. He know how to disarm people mentally, like verbally, not mentally, verbally. You know what I'm saying? So my son ain't dealing with a bully, but if he was to deal with a bully, I taught my son how to have a conversation with people. Hey, can I ask you what's your problem with me? Like, did I do anything to you? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Did I wrong you in any type of way? What went wrong? Is there some way we can fix this? You know, because my son can really fight. Okay. You know what I mean? So when you got the upper hand on somebody, technically that would make my son a bully to pop right off. So my son got enough. We don't deal with pride. I don't deal in pride. Pride comes before the fall. Pride is a broke man. It was a poor man's sport. You know, you don't deal with pride. Every time I use my pride, I fail right after that because I know I'm strong physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? So my son know how to disengage people verbally. That's what I'm teaching him. You see what I'm saying? So if a bully was to arise, he know how to have a conversation. You know what I mean?
Nah, fact.
And my son know, you don't put your hands on nobody until somebody put their hands on you, or if somebody hit your sister.
So in that case, somebody hit his sister. Judge Judy say my child wouldn't be fighting in the get-go.
That's Judge Judy though, but she did.
But that's put it like this. I looked at that as she a different skin complexion. So
she a different mentality.
Yeah, same difference. Yeah. It's just like when you said
because you got
I'm
white,
voting for this person because they black.
That's a mentality thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a skin color thing. That's a mentality thing. You hear what I'm saying? Like, cause you got white folks that teach their children the same thing. That teach them, that train them, that show them how important it is to be able to defend yourself physically, but also conflict resolution. Okay. You got to teach your children that at an early age, because if we was to all, as a community, teach our kids conflict resolution, we wouldn't have a lot of shit going on in the hood. A lot of shit. Because the new young niggas, the young niggas right now, they know how to communicate with each other. Hey, Holmes, bro, what's up, bro? Shorty said you, wham, you said, hey, bro, you want to know what gang, like, real nigga shit on my kid? I ain't say that. I ain't Shorty lying. Let's call that bitch, bro. Put that on speaker.
Yeah, different.
They instantly bumping. You know what I'm saying?
Crashing out. The YN's crashing out.
Yeah, instantly. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's about teaching our
YNs.
Yeah, and teaching, but it start at home. You know what I'm saying? If this generation won't learn, then the next generation can learn, and it's up to us. And it's up even the young niggas that got kids. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach our kids conflict resolution, all while putting them in a position to know how to completely and fully defend themselves. And program and train. And training is important. You know what I'm saying? Training is mental health. Training.
And to conclude with that, you is saying self-defense basically is more important than education for a young male?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying it's just as important.
Just as important, okay.
Yeah, it's just as important.
Okay. Yeah. But you said I'd let you miss this day because you got to protect your sister.
You got to protect yourself. You got to protect your sister. And what about the future? One day you got to protect your wife and your own children. You know what I'm saying? So if you miss school, you know, we can call a teacher and get new homework. Mm-hmm. But you miss this training one day.
You might not be okay, and it hit different. It could cost you your life, and now you can't even learn no more.
Yeah.
Now what education you need if you did? Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
We don't know how to coach or the boxing trainer, what's on his schedule for that day, what he teaching that day. Mm-hmm. He might be in the mood to show some shit that he ain't showed yet. Mm-hmm. But I know what's on the teacher schedule because that's a phone call away. Okay. That's one meeting. It's a Montessori school. We paying for this. Mm-hmm. You heard?
And it's in a book.
Respectfully, can we get this homework, everything that was done today? Mm-hmm. You got my word as a father that my son will turn this in tomorrow, but he has to miss school today because he don't got the energy for both. Mm-hmm. But I need him to train. Now I didn't tell him like every single time. You heard what I told him. We was on the phone, right? Mm-hmm. I said, if you gotta miss one today, I would rather it be what? What I say to him?
You told him you'd rather it be today.
I'd rather it be school.
Yeah. That's my point. Yeah. Like you rather him miss school today than
miss boxing training.
Yeah, and hey, different. I feel like some people gonna look at that like, why you think? But that's why I had to get your point of view and break it down.
And at the same time, them my children, you know. And I think respectfully, everybody gonna have their own ideas and ways to raise their own children.
That's respectful.
As we should all be able to do that. You know, God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us free will. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's how I choose to raise my little boy. You heard? That's my 100. Little man.
That's 100. Now, you from Detroit. Let's get into some other whoops. Let's get into some real whoops now. Nah, 50 Cent, he took to the internet. He called Big Meech a snitch.
Yeah.
This Detroit.
Yeah.
Break this shit down. Like, we seen 42 Dogg speak out.
Yeah.
Is Detroit riding together? Break this shit down. How y'all whooping on that whole walk?
I ain't seen. I don't know. I don't got enough information on that.
You ain't did your homework on that whoop?
Yeah, I don't selective politic though. You know what I'm saying? I ride with Detroit no matter what. I can't defend either opinion.
Okay.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. You heard? It ain't got nothing to do with Icewear Vezzo. So I think that situation, like, I do have an opinion, but it just ain't for the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal right now is to unblur them lines for niggas like me and you.
Okay.
A nigga like me with 7 felonies that been in federal prison that's from the trenches, that genuinely changed his life, that genuinely got all legal businesses, all legal money. Ain't a dollar of my money bogus. You know what I'm saying? Every single dollar. And I pay my taxes. You heard? But I'm from the trenches. I'm from where I'm from. I know the people that I know. I grew up around the niggas that I grew up around. I seen the things I seen. I done the things that I done many years ago. I can't escape that. You heard? I can't change my past, but I can create my own future. So the best thing I can do to protect my future is to be a part of the process of unblurring them lines. You see what I'm saying? Because if we don't unblur them lines, then what we got after that? If we lose music and podcasting, we lose Instagram content, shit, what that shit, skits and shit like that. If we lose all what we got as a community, we created that. What we got? We created hip hop. We created rap music. We created Instagram skits. We created all this shit. What do we got without entertainment? We got nothing. For niggas like me and niggas like you that genuinely changed and who we genuine about what we programming on. We genuine about the peace we pushing. We genuine about helping the kids out. We genuine about the businesses we doing. I ain't got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I'm 2 feet in on who I am as a man. It ain't no difference between Icewear Vezzo and Chavez or Vito. Vito, that's my nickname. That's what everybody in my hood call me. I'm Vito. Ain't no difference. Chavez, Vito, Icewear, Ice, Vezzo. I'm all the same. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no persona. It ain't no persona game. When the camera go off, this is who I am.
Now break this down. Earlier you said you're not an internet Muslim. Break that down. What's an internet Muslim
You know, to me, well, in the Quran, we're not supposed to speak badly about any Muslim.
Okay.
You know, because it ain't such as a perfect Muslim. And if you can find a perfect Muslim if anyone can find a perfect Muslim for me, I give them my entire network. They can have it. It's not such as a perfect Muslim, but it's a thing. It's called backbiting. You know, where you speak on your brother's flaws publicly when they not around. You know, we only supposed to speak about our brother's flaws amongst each other. You know, because we represent something bigger than us. You heard? So I said that to you as the camera was off, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But essentially what I was saying is that, like, sometimes it seemed like, you know, Islam got a stigma on it that a lot of dudes become Muslim when they go to prison, and which may be true in some cases. But what I'm saying is that ain't my case, you know, and it's another stigma that Islam, a lot of rappers are becoming Muslim because it looked cool, or I don't know, whatever reason it's like the new thing. When I genuinely believe them brothers ain't becoming Muslim because it looked cool. I think they made some money. They made enough money to educate themselves on religion and on a lot of different things. But what I meant by I'm not an internet Muslim is I'm more of a Muslim off camera than I am on camera. That's what I meant. Like there's a lot of people that don't even know I am Muslim. You understand what I'm saying?
It's different.
But you see this right here? You see this mark on my forehead? You know what that come from? From praying, from prostrating.
Okay.
I pray 5 times a day, every day in real life.
I
don't miss a prayer.
You
see this?
Yeah.
This come from bumping my. I pray the same way that Jesus prayed.
That other religion, they got that right there.
Well, they put that there. You talking about
Mark of Buddha?
Yeah, that's something that they put there.
Okay.
I got this from physical, like from my head.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. Like your shit, a real indentation.
Yeah, mark, bro. Yeah. I'm praying, it's like real. This ain't a red dot.
You pray that much that
I pray that much that I got this on my head, brother. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm more of a Muslim than I am. I'm more of a Muslim off camera than I am on camera. And I've been Muslim for years now. And it's a lot of people that didn't know that. I converted to Islam, 2013. Yeah. So
and what made you do it?
I'm still learning. I did it in the hopes of, I was trying to have a debate with somebody at my restaurant at the time, a friendly debate with another Muslim. I was Christian at the time, you know, and I think before we even go there, we don't call it convert, we call it revert. You know, we black, we all Muslim. You heard, you know what I'm saying? Every true Christian is a Muslim. You know, people that really understand the Bible. You know, it's in the Bible. It say, blessed to the one who reads and understands. Not blessed to the one who reads, blessed to the one who reads and understands the Bible. So true Christians, when they read the Bible, they understand the Bible. They understand that there's only one God and one God only. And that's what Islam is. That the definition of a Muslim is a person who submit their will to God. That's it.
But Muslims don't believe that Jesus died and came back for his.
Muslims believe
They
Jesus
believe
was
in
a.
Jesus,
We
but not
believe in
that.
Jesus. We believe in Jesus so much that we live like Jesus. We pray like Jesus. I'm more of a Muslim off camera than I am on camera. You know what I'm saying? Because I think religion is a personal thing. You know, that's who I am personally. I don't think they got nothing to do with nothing. You know, I don't think my religion should matter. That's just like, you know, what me and my wife do in our bed. It don't got nothing to do with nobody else or the rest of my life. I think everybody's religion is personal to them. You know what I'm saying? I respect our religion. You know, to be a Muslim, you must respect everybody. You know, choice of religion
I agree.
per se. You know what I'm saying? We all got the same God though, bro. Allah it's a lot of misconceptions about Islam. A lot of people think Allah is a separate God from a Christian God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Allah mean God in Arabic. So even Jewish people over in Israel, you know, or anybody that speak Arabic language, when they say God, they say Allah, because that's all it is. Allah just means God in Arabic language. That's it. And a Muslim is a person who submit their will to God. So by definition, everybody that submit their will to God is a Muslim. That's why Muslims said, we say Jesus is Muslim, because he submitted his will to his father, right? Did he or did he not?
For sure.
He did exactly what his father told him to do. That make him Muslim. He submitted his will.
Different. Hey, different.
I get the preaching game. Let's not even go too far in religion, bro.
Look, you just get to break this shit down. Let's start there. I'm doing my homework.
Yeah.
Now, let's get into some other
And I'm a
shit.
flawed Muslim. You know what I'm saying?
A who?
I'm flawed. I'm a flawed person.
Yeah, like I have
Dumb
flaws.
flawed.
I ain't different.
Mad flaws. I'm flawed up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, look, Detroit. What's up with y'all in the Buffers? Break that down. Like, what's the Detroit starter kit? Like, I need the Buffs on or what else? Like,
You gotta play the Buffs. I'm gonna tell you, growing up, the starter kit was an owl sign with the straight backs.
hold on, it's a what?
Owl Woo. It's an owl sign, leather. We call them Owl Woo. With the Murrays on, you heard?
Okay.
With the straight backs. They buffs too, but we call them straight backs.
Okay.
This before the new buff. Like the buffs that everybody wearing now, they old to us, but them motherfuckers like, them the second, them the new buffs. We've been wearing buffs since them bitches look like a whole nother different way. When the lenses went straight back, we call them straight backs. That's a part of our culture, you know what I'm saying? Like that, them buffs it's just Detroit culture. That shit is essential. I stopped wearing buffs a long time ago. I've been wearing them bitches so long. I'm a shade type dude. You heard?
Okay. So you don't even whoop the Buffs.
I don't even whoop the buffs no more. I did them motherfuckers for so long. Hey, Will, you cut the AC off game?
Fold them. It's cold.
If you feel-
It's an ice box with my heart. Damn, I'm folding them.
I got
It's
an
different.
AC
My
on.
palate, my palate.
I knew you was cold on your game.
It's different. Hey, this bitch turned to the rack in this bitch. So funny.
But hey,
Hey, another question, bro. Up the skull. Let's just start there. That type of, put it like this. You and Lil Durk.
look at that right there. What that say?
This the whoop?
Yeah.
Oh, this
500,000 copies.
that's the whoop that went gold.
It went gold, up the skull. You see me and Smirk right there, free dirt. You heard? I did that independent, iced up records, gang. You see what I'm saying? I did that independent. I wasn't signed to no major record label. I didn't have no secret push behind me. I didn't have nothing behind me. I did that with a couple of my homies. You know what I'm saying? We put that play together. And Smirk did the verse for the free.
So that wasn't a paid feature.
There wasn't no paid feature. He did that verse for the free.
That
you
hit
know what
different.
I'm saying? I gave bro some cheese to shoot the video out of respect. Like, it's like,
fuck no,
nigga, you
it's love.
Smirk.
Oh, fuck
At
no.
the, you know,
love.
at the time, that bitch was on fire.
Fuck now.
Holmes was worth $400,000 for it. This was Smirk at the ooh-wop, you know what I'm saying?
Hit different.
So out of respect, it's just like, you know what I'm saying, when a nigga do something for you for free, in some type of way, you gotta show some type of appreciation. So you know, my homies, me and my homies hit him with a ooh out with a nice chunk. Shoot the video. We gonna shoot this bitch in the studio. He ain't asked for it. He didn't want it. You know what I'm saying? Free feature.
That was lit.
500,000 copies sold. Independent. No major record label. I'm not even signed to no major distribution company. I got a distribution company, but they you know they on the player side. They move like players. They ain't chasing names. They don't give a fuck. They fuck with artists that they want to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? If they like your energy and they believe in your sound, they gonna rock with you and give you a bag. They don't care about a nigga streams, a nigga name, or none of that. Holmes gave me a bag before I even had Smirk on the record. You know what I mean? And we sold 500,000 of those.
500,000
Yeah,
copies.
yeah.
Through y'all homework on 500,000 copies, bro.
Independent though.
It hit
The
different.
real independent, not the fake independent.
What's the
real
fake independent?
You know, like nigga.
Got the machine behind you still?
Yeah, like,
It
yeah.
different.
Got a distribution by Def Jam, shit like that, or distribution by
Okay.
yeah, one of the Woot Whams, you heard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a distribution by an independent distribution company, you heard? So yeah. All they offer is distribution. That's all they offer is to put the song on DSPs. And we had to do the rest of the work.
Oh, fucking great.
Shout out to my brother Mel, man. It's a good nigga.
What's your what's you and Durk relationship? Is it business or is it
No,
or
Durk,
that's your dog?
Smirk was my homie before we did the song. That's how I got the song from him, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I was already fucking with gang, y'all. But like me and Duty Low, like Duty my baby, like, you know what I'm saying?
Stop doing that.
No, but he is though, like, you know what I'm saying? And Booney Mo my baby in real life, like.
You whooping. Now that's over whooping.
No,
bro.
Booney Mo my
Y'all
baby,
don't say pause
bro.
after that or nothing.
We don't, not after that. We say
Okay.
pause all the time.
Yeah,
you heard?
bro.
But not after my baby though, cause Booney Mo really my baby though, gang. Like no bullshit. Like me and bro talk about life. You know what I'm saying? During the whole Ramadan, bro sending me surahs from the Quran and all that. Like me and Booney Mo on a intellectual level. We got an intellectual understanding with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Holmes really smart, bro. Like Booney Mo smart as shit, bro. Like for real, bro. And he know his religion. You know what I'm saying?
I thought Booney Mo was locked up. How y'all get locked in? Like break that down. Like how y'all?
It just happened organically.
Okay.
Like, naturally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
So he was locked up and then came home and basically that's when you start fucking.
That's when we got cool.
Okay.
On me. I knew Smirk and Duty Low first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Duty my brother. Like that's my brother. That's
you really fuck with Duty out of everybody. That's you really closest to Duty.
Yeah, that's my brother. Like you know what I'm saying? That's my brother.
I fuck with my brother term. Use that more.
That's my baby though, gang. At the same time though, you heard?
You whooping, bro. Now look, another thing. Now look, YTB Fatt, he from Memphis. Y'all got a feature called "Come Outside."
Yeah.
YTB Fatt got a cousin named Mud Baby. You got a song called Mud Baby.
That's
It hit
crazy.
different.
I ain't know that.
Now Mud Baby Rule took to Say Cheese interview stating Rob 49 didn't help promote they song type shit because he feel like he in tour with his cousin type shit. So with that being said, what you
Wait, what you mean though?
So let's say you got Mud Baby Rule and you got YTB Fatt. Rob 49 do a song with Mud Baby Rule. Mud Baby Rule getting that. All right, I feel like Rob 49 ain't over promote my shit because he fuck with Fatt and Fatt ain't fucking with me, but that's really my
Did
cousin.
he pay for the verse?
I don't know the details, but this what he came to Say Cheese and said. But
Bro,
my question to you is, the whole point is, do you pick sides? Would you pick sides and shit like that? Like basically, you and Durk relationship, you and YTB Fatt, you doing features with niggas. Do Icewear Vezzo pick sides and nah, I can't. If I'm fucking with you, I can't do no songs with you.
It depends on how deep. Pause. Like how deep whatever the situation is. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like if it's about like.
Is that blackballing? Is that gatekeeper? Break that down.
Hear me out, right? It depends on how deep, pause, the situation is. You know what I'm saying? If I locked in with a nigga first, right? And I don't know, bro. Like essentially, right? I'm gonna tell you. Let me speak from this perspective. If I got smoked with a nigga, and I do a feature with another nigga from another state, from another city, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing I got going on, or we from the same city, but we from two different hoods. We did not grow up together. We ain't never got no money together, and it's just music. I don't expect a nigga to not go advance his career. You get what I'm saying? If it's a nigga right now named Lil Paper Towel, and I don't fuck with Holmes, right? I do a song with Lil Paper Towel. I mean, you do a song with Lil Paper Towel and shoot a video, and then you call me after I seen that you did a song with Lil Paper Towel. What me and him got going on, it ain't got nothing to do with you, bro. Like, you not like
Keep that out.
who am I to put you in? How can I make you choose a side? We ain't grow up together. We ain't blood. We ain't grow up together. You know what I'm saying? However, at the same time, like situations like that, just be more selective. I don't got no opinion on them niggas' situation because
we just speaking in general.
Yeah, I don't know about them niggas' situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, gang. Like I don't know what they got going on, but at the same time, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you pick sides? That's the question. Like we just using they shit as a scenario.
If I'm close to the situation,
okay.
Like if I'm down there in the middle of that situation, then I ain't picking no side. You know what I'm saying? I fall
back.
Then
when you did Up the Score with Durk.
Back. Yeah.
J Mane from 63rd, would you did the song with J Mane right after you did the Woo with Durk?
See, I don't know like what y'all got going on in the rec. Like I don't keep up. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have knew. So I fuck around and probably would have. If I ain't know. If I don't know, I probably would have did that. But the thing is, if I knew, the only reason I wouldn't have, because a nigga that's worth $300,000-400,000 a feature gave me a free verse. You know what I'm saying? Shot a video with me. Then on top of that, like right, just because a nigga do a song with, even if I'd have paid Smirk, right? Say if I'd have paid him, right? Well, that don't mean that nigga gotta promote my music, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he did his job. I pay him for the feature. I ain't pay that nigga for marketing. I ain't pay the nigga to do my marketing for me. I gotta hire my own marketing team. Like, if he posted, he posted. If he don't, he don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm going into the situation knowing I'm paying Buddy for a song. It's to me to turn this bitch up. I got the hottest nigga in the game on this bitch. So it's gonna be easy to turn this bitch up. He posted it on his Instagram page on his own without me asking him. So it's like if a nigga like, if a nigga that's worth $300,000-400,000 a song give me a verse, will I go do a song with his ops? I don't think I would. You know what I'm saying?
It different.
I wouldn't do that, bro.
It different.
I wouldn't do it.
It different. Who your top 5 out of Detroit? Let's start there.
Man, I can't even do that, bro, because it's.
Nope, you gotta break this shit down.
I'm gonna break it down though. No, hear me out. I'm gonna break it down though, right? Like, so it's. I got different lanes of
genres
and areas and pause and like reasons and shit like that. Like, so for me, like a nigga I think is a GOAT is a nigga like Snap Dogg. You heard?
Okay.
Snap.
He number one.
No, I'm not saying he number one. It's what I'm saying, right? Snap number. He number one in another area. You heard? Because Snap was the first nigga to really like, you know, go worldwide from Detroit. Snap brought Smirk to Detroit back when Smirk was just not trying to catch his wave back. Smirk had fell off at one point. You know what I'm saying, on the rap side of things. You heard? Snap brought so many niggas to the city, and
you say Durk fell off?
I'm talking this one. Smirk was like, but right in the middle of this was years after This Ain't What You Want, but before the Days Loaf tape type shit. Like, you know, everybody, bro, everybody in the world knows Smirk. The bitch caught a wave. When he caught that wave, bro. Like, let's not play games. You heard? You know what I'm saying? This before he caught that one wave. Snap, but that ain't the only nigga. Snap brought Slime, brought Thug to the city. He was doing a lot, and when he was bringing niggas, he was calling niggas and linking niggas with everybody and doing everything he can. You know what I'm saying? Like, Snap was like, I say, Dex Osama was our first drill rapper. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take it. Ye Jordan actually was our first drill rapper. Then it was Dex Osama. Then I say Rocaine, and then Snap Dogg. But see, before Snap just took it to another level. You heard? So, but what I say, he in my top 5 rappers. I give him top 5 on on that side of things. As far as rappers, my top 5 go back to niggas that ain't even rapping right now. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga like motherfucking Tough Tone, motherfucking Lies Boys,
Okay.
Made West. The Lies Boys and Made West is a group, so they get to count as one. The Lies Boy, all right, look, I'm gonna go Cheddar Boys, Street Lords, Lies Boys, Made West. And then I'm gonna go Team Eastside. Then I'm gonna go Doughboys Cash Out. You heard?
That's
You know what I'm
6.
saying?
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna put Doughboys Cash Out before I put Team Eastside because they got it cracking first.
Okay. They hit different.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They got it cracking first. So I'm gonna play it like Blade Icewear #1. He #1 on everybody's list.
Very nice.
Flat out, he #1 on everybody's list.
Hit different. Another what we got to get into, bro. This shit crazy, man. I heard you dropped out of school to be a pharmaceutical expert.
I ain't dropped out of school to go and do that. I dropped out of school because school, man, I dropped out of school for a crazy reason. But I dropped out. It just so happened to be a good time for me when I dropped out. You know what I'm saying? Everything was working out for me financially in the trenches. You heard, like at that time. This was years ago, many years ago.
Hit different. So you still successful to this day.
I always
You
been a
tried to
get money
downplay.
nigga, bro. Like I
You
always
tried to
been a get
downplay
money.
yourself being a successful rapper earlier. So
I don't think I'm a successful rapper.
you think you just only a successful business owner? Break
No,
that
I
down.
don't think I'm successful anything. I think I'm a successful father. I'm a successful husband. You heard? I'm
Okay.
still grinding. Like who am I to say what success is? Like what is success? Who identify that? Like how can we even define success? I'm sure it's a Webster definition to it, but physically and you know what I'm saying, like literally, what the fuck is success? This success, I only got one of them. Do I appreciate it? Absolutely. Do I thank God for it? Absolutely. Alhamdulillah, I got any of this. You know what I'm saying? But this, I want way more. Now where I'm going, absolutely, I'm gonna be, if not the most successful rapper ever in Detroit, Michigan has ever seen, inshallah. Or I'm gonna be one of them, inshallah. You heard? But as of now, I'm still grinding. Like I can't answer that question on, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm successful in a lot of other areas. I am a successful businessman to an extent. You know what I'm saying? But even that, I gotta get that to my wife because that Fresh and Press, that was her idea. That was her vision. She did that research. She put that together. She did all the hard work. I didn't do nothing. I ain't put no research in.
For the juice bar?
I ain't put no leg work in. She did everything. She motherfucking everything. Like she did the blueprint to the way the building looked, bro. You know what I'm saying? She did the permit. She did the research. She came up with the name. She came up with the brand. She created the business plan. She created the business model. She did her research on the juices. She put the time and the legwork in 6, 7 years prior to us opening a juice bar. And all I did was put the money up for her. You heard? Because she believed in me. And there was a time in our relationship where she was putting the money up for me. You know what I'm saying? She was working at.
So you feel like you owed her that?
I don't feel like I owe her nothing because that's the wrong reason to do something for somebody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just like that's the wrong reason to marry somebody. I ain't marry her because I feel like I owe her that. I didn't do a juice bar for her because I feel like I owe her that. I did it because it was the right thing to do. I did it because she did it for me. You know what I'm saying? And essentially, yeah, technically, is that by definition owing somebody? Yeah, but intentionally, like as far as my intentions are, it's not owing. You know what I'm saying? It's called what's right. It's the right thing to do shit, and it's the wrong way. And it was a promise I made that I had to keep. When we was 14 years old, and she was working at McDonald's, and I was dropping her off in her car. You know what I'm saying? I used to tell her then, we gonna be rich. I'm gonna make you a multi-millionaire. I'm gonna buy you a house. Don't worry about it. Her checks was $300. She was giving me $200, keeping $100 for herself. You know, she come from a good household. Her grandmother, her grandfather, her father, her uncles, her mother, they all was, you know, she wasn't spoiled. To an extent she was, you know what I'm saying? Because her whole family just, they treated her so good because they knew her potential. You know what I'm saying? So they took care of her. She had a brand new car when we was 16. 2007, she was driving in 2007.
Y'all been together for how long?
Since we was 12 years old.
Damn.
Yeah. We broke up for some years. You know what I'm saying? I did some bullshit and I thought I lost it forever, but you know, I ended up getting it back.
Nah, that's a real love story. It hit different.
Yeah, we've been together since we was
12?
what's that? It was 7th grade. Yeah, we met in 7th grade.
And what
No,
was
8th
it?
grade. We met in 8th grade.
What was it that set her apart of everybody else? You like, yeah, I just got to get her back. You Icewear Vezzo, like, let's break this shit down.
I thought it was important me to get her back because I knew that what type of wife she would be. I seen my future with her. We had already made plans. I had to stick to the plan. We made these plans when we was 16. We used to write this shit down in journals and shit. This is what we gonna do. This how we gonna do it. This is exactly she planned on going to Oakland College, you know, Oakland University. She went to Oakland University. You know what I'm saying? We knew our vision. We planned things. I told her she was gonna have my children one day. So it was more so I lost her, and then when I became Icewear Vezzo is when I made it my business to go and get her back. She didn't even know that. She didn't know I was Icewear Vezzo. She didn't know that. Like, you gotta think, I'm most turned nigga in the city at the time. I was the first solo artist since Blade Icewood and Tone and KD's and them. Like, Tone and KD, them niggas was like superstars, like type shit where niggas would see them be starstruck. You know what I'm saying, at the time. So after all of that, after they caught that crazy wave that they caught, like them was the first niggas had the white people singing their shit, you know what I'm saying, at the moment. But, you know, so back to that story, back to my wife. When I became Icewear Vezzo, I was the biggest artist in the state of Michigan, period, because I was a solo artist. At the time, only thing was popping was rap groups. Doughboys Cash Out was the #1 rap group. Then Team Eastside became the #1 rap group. And I was a part of that group by extension. So since I wasn't an official member, I had no choice but to become solo. And the solo shit worked out for me. I was getting money at the time. I had everything I was rapping about. I was rapping about having certain shit, doing certain shit. And every nigga in the city or that knew me knew like that nigga got, when they was listening to my music and I would say, got a whoop on a, they like, damn, yeah, that bitch be over there every day. Got a purple Chevy on spins, yeah, we see that every day. Yellow Chevy on 26s, yeah, he got that. Had a loft downtown, you know what I'm saying? Niggas knew I had that. You know what I'm saying? A Magnum on 24-inch 40s, niggas knew I had that. You know what I'm saying? Rapping about having Rolexes, niggas knew I had that. Rapping about having dog shit, you know what I'm saying? Trump lump shit, dog shit. At the time, this was a lot of money to us. You heard? So that's what kind of boosted my buzz up, was the fact that niggas knew this nigga really living what he was living this shit. This was decades ago, over a decade. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like I was this big drug kingpin. That's not that. I ain't never sold hard drugs a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I just was a hustler. I found ways to make a bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? And I became who I became. But my wife didn't know that the Icewear Vezzo nigga that everybody talking about was Chavez. She didn't know that shit till she put two and two together. She ended up going on YouTube. She liked one of the songs. You know what I'm saying? She synced the video and she called me.
So basically, that's how she found out. She just randomly was on
And
YouTube.
I still couldn't get her back. I still had to work hard. It took me years. You know what I'm saying?
Did you feel like
It's like she down there ain't want me. It was like once she found out I was Icewear Vezzo, it's like the job got harder.
It hit different. And I be
Damn.
trying to explain that to people, like, do your homework on when you turned up. Now your real whoop, like, it get a little, now you acting different over there.
Most so like, oh, you think I'm supposed to
Just whoop
because
like this.
cause you him now? Like, nah, nigga, you still did what you did. You gotta fix that. You heard. She fell in love with other men. I fell in love with other women. We had departed for some years, a long time, like a real long time. You heard.
And then you say, yeah, I rekindled.
The universe did that.
Okay. Nah, it hit different. So how many kids y'all got together?
2.
2 kids, okay.
Boy and a girl.
It hit different. So how do you go as far as raising your daughter? Because do your homework on. J-Main just had a daughter, so let's start there. Let's break that down. How you go about raising your daughter as opposed to raising your son? Now you tell your son what you told him. Now how you?
I raised my daughter with for one, it's my job to teach my son, and it's my wife's job to teach. She can't teach my son how to be a man. I can't teach my daughter how to be a woman. It's 2 kids, it's 2 of us. We bust that down 50-50. Now, as far as what I do bring to the table with my daughter, I teach her with my actions. I'm not giving her speeches and words. I'm giving her actions. You know what I'm saying? I open the door for her. I hold her hand. I treat her like a lady. I treat her like she's supposed to be treated. I treat her like a woman should be treated. You know what I'm saying? She don't see me disrespect her mother. She don't see me yell at her mother. She don't see me call her mother out her name. She don't see me scream and give no type of bad energy towards her mother. When we have disputes, our kids not around to see that. You know what I'm saying? Most importantly, my daughter ain't. So I teach my daughter with actions. I show her what a man's supposed to do. And I raise the bar up. And I raise the bar up so high that it's gonna take a lot to win my little princess over. Because I raised the bar already. I treat her like a queen. You heard? So I use my actions with my daughter, and I use my intellect with my son.
For them great. Nah, that hit different. Nah, that's a good way to break that down, because I know it's a lot of fathers out here that be basically wondering, like, as celebrities, how y'all deal with certain things, like but like how you say, with your son, it's more a mind thing.
It's intellectual. With my daughter, it's an action thing.
Yeah, I'm showing you examples.
Because if I only give her words, then later on in life, it's a possibility she'll allow another man to just give her words and not action. When love is an action. Love ain't a feeling. You know, you can't. It's impossible to feel love. You can only show love. Now, the feeling that people think that they getting from love is a reaction from somebody action. If you give you got a girl, Brody. If you give your girl flowers right now, and she hug and kiss you, right? You know what I'm saying? And she gets some type of feeling in her gut once you give her them flowers, and it make her feel butterflies in her stomach, right? She feeling love from something you did with your actions. You understand what I'm saying? So you can only show love. So if I give my daughter only words, and she think that that's enough, then it's a possibility in the future she would think that's enough from another man, that the words is all that matter. As long as he can talk a good game, as long as he talk, this is how my dad used to talk. My father used to talk good like this. Oh, he the right one. It ain't gonna be that, because it's no, my father did this. My father showed me this. My father treated me like this. It ain't my father said this. My father, told, it ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be what my father did, not what my father said. You heard? So it's important we give our little girls actions and not just words.
Nah, facts. So another subject, Big Sean. Y'all just did this viral song. What's your relationship with bro?
I fuck with Sean. Sean a good nigga. Sean a real nigga. You know what's crazy? Like, he's so much of my homie, bro. We done fell out a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And every time we fell out, I literally was in the wrong, bro. Every time. I'm not gonna lie.
How you was always wrong?
Because I tweak, bro. Like, I overthink shit. You know what I'm saying? And this before I was a millionaire. Like, I made $1 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I became a millionaire, I had to think about the way I was approaching game at times. And it's like, damn, bro. Now I understand bro reaction, bro. And he never, it was never arguments. It was more so him just falling back from a nigga. But I get it now, though. You hear what I'm saying? Like, I get it. Because it's like, all right, I didn't have to put myself in his shoes. I end up wearing the same size shoe as him. You know that's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Basically, right? Yeah, that's a metaphor, y'all, as in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, every time we ever like had any kind of disagreements, I was in the wrong. But, you know, Sean, my homie, Sean a good nigga, Sean a real nigga. Bro do a lot of shit for this city, and he never posted, never. He got a foundation that his mother run. When I tell you, bro, he don't post 2% of the shit that his foundation do. Like, he never posted. You know what I'm saying? Bro, mad humble, super smart, got a lot of intellect, got a ton of common sense, and he's extremely smart financially, but he's still a man. You know what I'm saying? He not a buster, bro, a man. You know what I'm saying? Bro gonna throw hands with a nigga if he got to. Would Sean go pick up a blick and blow a nigga head off? No. But would he pick his hands up and, oh yeah, he gonna do that, bro. But do he run around acting like that? You know, when you see Big Sean, is that what you get from him?
It's merch. I never seen him yet.
I'm talking about just...
Oh, just off the whoop?
Yeah.
It's merch now.
On me, you know what I'm saying? But he is what he is. Like, Holmes work out every day, bro. Bro still grew up in the trenches, bro. Bro from the west side, bro. He from the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck if you, how big the crib is, and you in the trenches, you in the trenches. It don't matter because you got good grass. It still was a shootout down the street. You know what I'm saying? Bro went to a good school, too. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing.
Hit different.
It hit different. Your surroundings is your surroundings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My neighbor had the best grass in the hood. House clean as a bitch. But he conduct them shootouts at night.
Hit different.
You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter.
It didn't matter. You better go buy some earplugs because you're still in this environment. So I got mad respect for Sean, bro. I got a lot of love for Sean. I catch a back fade for Sean. Straight up, that's my baby.
So let's get into some other whoops. Is you really pushing peace, or like break that shit down? Like,
I ain't got no peace to push in a sense. Like, obviously, yes, I'm pushing peace.
Okay.
But I don't personally got no peace to push.
Okay.
I ain't got nobody to push peace with.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Every problem I ever had, whatever, like, it got solved however it got solved. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it was communication or we threw hands or we had it out, but they always resolved themselves. The universe always, all my situations. So I ain't, when I say I ain't got no peace to push, mean, what's the opposite word of peace?
War.
I ain't at war with anybody. To push peace. I don't have any peace to push, meaning I'm not at war with anybody. So I have to push no peace. I'm pushing peace because it's the right thing to do. I'm pushing peace for everybody. It ain't about just me. You know what I'm saying? It's about everybody. That's what need to get pushed regardless. Like, we all one, gang. Like, you a black man, bro. We got the same skin color, gang. What I got the gang doing you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm getting out of that, why would I do that? Because if the shit hit the fan and we got to go to war right now and it's race versus race, what the fuck we gonna do?
That's how it is in some of these jails.
What we gonna do? That's how it is in all jails.
It different.
That's how I've been to the feds, gang. I lived in that bitch for 2 years. Been in the county. I've been in other prisons. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. And what I'm saying is, like, we gotta think of the future, bro. We don't know what God got planned. You know what I'm saying? And I think our biggest advantage, if we take advantage of that advantage, is to stick together. You know what I'm saying? We want the police to respect us, but we got a clean house from the inside. You can't have no stinking ass house with roaches and rats and mice running around and come to visit my house and tell me I need to clean up. And you got paper plates with food sitting on your bed and your floor and your dresser and all that. We gotta clean up. We gotta clean our own home first before we can clean up anybody, before we got anything to say about the way anybody else's house is. Meaning, you know, it's a police job to serve and protect. You know what I'm saying? But it's our job to serve and protect each other as well. So how do we continuously can't be hypocrites and kill each other? We have a problem. We should be more mad when a black nigga kill a black, when a black man kill a black man than when a white man kill a black man. That's more upsetting.
Why the fuck you do that?
Is that not more upsetting?
It is.
For a nigga to kill his brother? That don't seem more upsetting.
So you believe all black people your brothers?
I believe.
I'm asking you for real, folks.
I'm telling you
some
what.
people
Let
black
me
as
tell you.
hell, and you get a little Puerto Rican, folks. Let's
Let's
break this shit down. It's different. Now you whooping.
No, what I'm saying is like, right, like it's different terminologies to brother. You know what I'm saying? I believe all black men is my brother by ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? But to be a brother is a different term. You know what I'm saying? It's something else.
Be a brother. Okay.
Yeah, you are my brother, but are you being a brother? You know what I'm saying?
Very different.
So that's basically what I'm saying. Like, you know, we are our brothers. We are, but you know, are we being a brother to each other? Absolutely not. And at the same time, you know, and I know whoever watching it take this shit as a contradiction because I rap about the shit I rap about. You know what I'm saying? But I'm an artist, gang. Like, I love the music that I love. I rap about the trenches good. I'm good at it. But we should be able to rap about that shit and not go do that shit. When I go motherfucking go watch a sci-fi movie, bro, I don't go try to make a time machine, gang. You know what I'm saying? If I go watch motherfucking, what the fuck one of them niggas named Spider-Man or some shit, and them boys doing time travel, that don't make me want to go build a time travel machine, you heard? So like, we should be able to rap about whatever we want to rap about without having to take those lyrics overly serious. Cause we, you know what I'm saying? Cause when we do that, we blur them lines. And when we talked about that, y'all, they gonna see.
So, on a lot of interviews,
hey, you know, Whoop mean blood in Detroit though.
they told me that mean whoop mean blood in Cali. Y'all can't be doing that every
Whoop
time.
mean blood in Detroit though.
It hit different. Do y'all homework on whoop could mean anything.
Whoop do mean blood and break Whoop down then. I had to break his on the floor my baby down.
Whoop. We help others out positively and safety.
Oh. You just made the safety part up though.
Safety been in there.
No, the safety just came up though. I peeped it though.
Whoops with the ass. Do your homework on positive safety. Do your homework because
I feel like the safety just became
self-defense. Do your homework.
All right. Okay.
That's a part of the. Before we end this whoop, let's get into this WAP on just about playing with people. When you don't know somebody, and then you might, man, he's sweet. You know how he is. As in the hood, when you growing up in the hood, man, fool that look sweet as hell, motherfucker trying. I heard you in a couple of your, in one of your songs, one of my favorite whoops by you. Catch you flashing that little jewelry at your show, we come and take your shit. It hit different.
It hit different. The thing is, right, like.
But what if you thinking he flashing his jewelry, you trying to come take his shit?
Yeah, but you know, nigga just rapping.
Okay.
But in real life though, right, like, cause I know how I am, I know how I get out, I know how like, you know, we
a nigga ain't gonna just let you take that shit, bro.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's just music, right? But I'm saying in real life, I know how I get down. We moving militant. We moving like the military. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere I go, it's just like the army. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think it's a dangerous game to play with people that you don't know because you mischaracterize a nigga because a nigga trying to speak positivity or a motherfucker trying to do the right thing or a motherfucker pushing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But you try a nigga because you think because you foolish, you think that make a nigga sweet, cause a nigga got some sense. You know what I'm saying? A nigga want what's best for the people around him, and even the people that he don't know. I seen people die like that, bro, playing with the wrong niggas because they thought a nigga was just a cool, smooth, laid back nigga, get money nigga, woo woo wham. And I seen dudes lose their life in real life though, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? In real life, I seen dudes lose their life for playing like that. You can't play with nobody, bro. You can't. Don't nobody fully know nobody. You know what I'm saying? The only entity that fully know everybody is God. Don't nobody, like I don't fully know J Mane. I can't judge J Mane off what I see on the internet. I don't know what's in bro heart. I don't know what's in bro mind. I don't know how J Mane react when his back against the wall. You know what I'm saying? Pause. I don't know.
This nigga might steal.
This might be I might see a whole nother J Mane. I don't know, bro. I only know what bro putting out. It ain't even about being broke when a nigga disrespected. You know what I'm saying?
That too.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm just nigga might, scenario. I know what you saying.
Nigga might see a whole nother J Mane, bro. So I think it's dangerous. The most dangerous thing you can do is mischaracterize a nigga or think you know a nigga based off of what he shows you or what you interpret from him. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
You getting that don't judge a book by its cover because you just
play like that and niggas die like that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Yeah. Treat every nigga, bro. Ain't nobody scared of nobody no more, bro. Like you remember back in the day where it was certain niggas that niggas would be like, damn man, don't play with bro. Don't nobody feel like that about nobody no more, bro.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That it's a good thing to not fear nobody. It's for one, so it's a good thing. But it's a bad thing for the people who play. You get what I'm saying? Ain't nobody scared of nobody no more, bro. We all feel like we got something to protect. You know what I'm saying? Every man still got pride. And again, that's why I say it's not good to deal in pride because pride comes before the fall. I'm a man and I still got pride. So I can't control when my pride might get in my own way. And pride come from a nigga feeling like they can play with me because he don't know me. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause how I'm moving, how I'm rotating, how I'm programming, type shit. So I think that's an extremely dangerous game to whether you a young nigga, an old nigga, or an old young nigga. Don't play with no nigga that you don't know because you think you know a nigga that you never physically met. You know what I'm saying? You watch a nigga Instagram or hear a nigga interviews and you feel like you can play with that man now. Because home speaking with sense, like don't do that. That's dangerous, gang. That's dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. Because the niggas you think ain't prepared be the niggas that's the most prepared. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you saying some real shit. You ever had a situation? You ever had a situation when a fan you felt like you was overplaying with like, I don't play like that. Like
I had to do that a couple times. Okay, like 2 times I had to do that. Yeah.
How they was moving on?
Just
Overfanned out.
Yeah. Like trying, you know, a nigga try to take a picture, bro. Hey, bro, what's up, bro? We ain't doing that, bro. What's happening, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Watch out, my nigga. Don't do that. We ain't doing that, bro. We don't know each other like that, my nigga. Don't do that, gang.
And you gotta look at a nigga just like that.
Straight up, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Let's show respect for each other, bro. Let's have personal space for each other, bro. Don't grab me, gang. I'm not gonna grab. Don't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, I had to do that a couple times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit, but I show love to everybody. Like, motherfucker ain't gotta listen to my music, bro.
So
like,
do you have security when you out, or how you whoop?
I don't think it makes sense to give up my program. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, do your homework on giving up the program, man. Everybody in the business, and now you done gave up your whoop. Now niggas know how you out here whooping. Yeah, folks be with full security and da-da-da-da. Now they come and ambush you like this because they know you.
They know, you can't. You don't never give up the program. They don't never. That's a life period though. You don't show people your hand ever.
That's like even in business. Recipe to her cheesecake.
Yeah, on me. That's even in business. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you go into a business deal, you don't tell them how much, you know what I mean? How much you got on the line? Yeah, I had to finance my house, man. I had to do da-da-da-da. Well, if you go into a bank asking for money, you telling them how desperate you is, you showing them your card, you showing your hand. So they gonna treat you as such. They gonna know how to approach you. You go in that bitch ask for $1 million, oh yeah, we about to get home, it's 20,000, and he gonna pay us back a 60 ball because the way he acting, he done said too much, showed us too
He the whole movie.
You just don't never give up your hand. You never show your hand. You never do that ever in life.
Nah, I hit different. You say Duty Low your homie. YK Osiris, you seen the picture?
Nah.
He went bald.
What you mean? He got like alopecia? Like,
Nah, YK Osiris went bald.
what you mean he went bald?
Hold on, let me see if I could go to the picture.
He said, bro, he
Was
went
that
bald.
a real whoop? Or was that a fake whoop?
What?
I seen him on live with Duty. I seen him on a picture with Duty Low, like this my we gonna pull a picture up and hit different. Duty Low like this my I don't know that he say this my son, but he was whooping up.
Oh, you saying the nigga cut his hair like bald head?
Yeah, on Fold Them Gray. Hit different.
YK Osiris burnt out a little bit though.
What you mean?
He burnt out. He fried. A little nigga burnt out, man. He funny. Shit.
So out of the comedian, speaking of funny,
I fuck with Lil YK. You know why? You could tell he a nigga that don't care what nobody think about him. I respect any nigga that don't give a fuck what nobody think about him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Nah, I thought you meant it another way. Now I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
On Fold Them Gray.
Oh, he burnt out. He don't give a fuck.
What y'all give me, bro?
That's that, yeah. That's that ooh. That's that whoop. He over here whooping. He over whooping, dog. He capping, dog. Look at y'all. He over whooping. He over whooping.
Bro. Yeah, whooping me, fella. Stop doing that.
Gizzy.
It hit different. Nah, man, it hit different. Before we get up out this episode of Whoops, I do gotta tell you to say something positive. I did want to get into your business. I feel like we talked about so much other shit during this interview.
They gonna see the business though. We showed them the business though.
Yeah,
so
but we ain't dwelling to. Put it like this: you got the real sauce. We want to drive Maybachs too.
Yeah.
Let's start there. These kids, these young adults, even these grown ass men who finna be watching this, like, man, bro saying he ain't successful, but looking successful as hell, and da 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 da. Like, we in your establishment right now.
Yeah, nah, for shit show.
It's different. So we just want to know more from you as far as to what was your level, like how you get to where you got to, basically the breakdown. Like,
being financially responsible and hungry. You know what I'm saying? We all been poor, you heard? So nigga obviously never want to be in that position again, pause. But more importantly, being financially responsible, like I pop it, pause. I talk my shit, like I got flash shit, but I'm smart with the dog shit, you know what I'm saying? Like we talking about it earlier, bro say, he brought up the Tesla, what I say? I traded it in, I used that money to get that Maybach.
You say Tesla stock went down.
Tesla stock went down.
You say, J-Man, why would I lose with him?
I'm not losing with him. I
It hit
can't take a loss with him. The value of the car went down.
Some shit today.
I can't take a loss with him. You know what I'm saying? So like, I ain't around this bitch just spending the dog shit. You heard? I pay my taxes. I do right, and I play this shit smart. You know, if you got something worth value and you want something new worth value, then you trade that in. They both hold value. Figure it out. Now you got something brand new and you ain't came out of nothing. Like you gotta finesse this shit, or you can be a nigga like, cause I can afford to have 30 of them motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna play it like this. Look, I ain't driving this. The value went down. Y'all can have that. Here y'all go with that. Give me that. Ooh, wow, fair exchange. We gonna, here go a couple extra. Ain't come out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? We riding DJ Khaled, Maybach. You know what I'm saying? That's a 680. That ain't the 580. That's a V12. That's a Khaled bitch.
Different.
You know what I'm saying? Nah. We playing, you gotta be financially responsible, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like I had my first business when I was 24, gang, like, 23, going on 24. Let me tell you what I had. I had a car wash, a restaurant, and a dispensary. You know what I'm saying? As a shorty, like I always been attached to just doing business. Like that's always who I've been. Like,
how much
and I did a lot. I did a lot of business, and so much shit failed, bro. Like so much shit failed. Like a gang of shit failed. I ain't make no real money until I invested in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like all the money, whatever I did in the streets, all that shit left. The restaurant gone, that car wash gone, that dispensary gone. You know what I'm saying?
So the car wash wasn't a good investment?
It wasn't because I only got it to prove a point to the nigga who used to own it. When I was 13 years old, I tried to get, no, not 13, I'm tweaking. When I was 10 years old, I tried to get a job up there because my next door neighbors, they was twins, Barry and Lonnie, they had a job at the car wash. So I used to see them niggas coming back with bank rolls from the car wash every day. $200 in one, shit like that. You know, we kids. I'm like, what the fuck? I tried to get a job up there. Holmes told me he wasn't hiring nobody. I told him when I get older, I'm gonna buy it. So I bought that bitch just to prove a point to him, just so he can know I kept my word. I did business for the wrong reason, and I used the wrong type of woo-up to, you know what I'm saying? I lost everything, and then I got out of prison and decided I'm gonna be dead broke and poor if rap don't work, because it's only one. I only got one vision right now, and I stuck to music, strictly music. I'm not doing nothing else, only music. I will be broke around this bitch. And when I signed a deal with Motown, that ain't work out. Then the little money I had left over from that shit, I invested every single dollar in rap. And then I made my first $1 million from investing in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Investing in yourself, what?
Investing in myself. Like I spent every dollar I had on music, on videos, on features, on traveling, on linking up, going to other cities. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just to be in town and get on my story or get on my live. Hey, I'm in Columbus. I'm doing features. I'm doing promotion, whatever y'all want. I ran me up a check like that. And every town I went to, they start fucking with me. They playing the music. Boom, I stumbled across the Homecoming song. G Herbo jumped on that for me. Pause. You heard? Then that bitch went up, made it, you know what I'm saying? And then it just continuously, but I had to invest in myself. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I spent every dollar I had to my name on rap music. No chain, no nothing, no nothing, gang, no nothing.
So when did you get to the point where you feel like you understood the business? Like, what's the free game behind that? Like, as far as some of these rappers is rapping for free, they still not getting paid off their music and stuff like that.
When I read my own contract for the first time and did my research on what every single word meant, like literally, like as I was reading my agreement, one of my agreements, I literally had a dictionary next to me and looking up all these words, and some of the stuff that was in there I couldn't find in the dictionary, so I had to Google that shit. Then YouTube the full meaning behind that shit. Like, it took me to read my own agreement for the first time. Prior to that, it was just letting the lawyers handle everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I learned to understand the business, when I learned how to read an agreement, and then I learned what every single word meant. And I learned the importance of those small words that's in the middle of the agreement or at the bottom of the bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's far away from the dollar amount. You know what I'm saying? The words that really matter, they keep them far away from the dollar amount. Cause the first paragraph a rap nigga gonna read is the one that's closest to how much money they getting. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I learned. You know what I mean?
All right, different. So you did the car wash and you did a restaurant too.
And the dispensary.
So what happened with the dispensary and what happened with this restaurant?
That shit all came down crashing. I went about it the wrong way. I got it for the wrong reasons. It ain't work out. It wasn't genuine when I got that shit. I did that shit just to stunt, just to flex. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't work out right. And I'm glad it did, because I learned from those mistakes. So every business I'm involved in right now, it's about passion. You know what I'm saying? Like our juice bar, that's passion. That's my wife's passion. You know what I mean? All the other things I got going on is passion. Houses that I bought in my neighborhood that come from passion to be able to create affordable housing over there. You know what I'm saying? Everything I'm involved in is just passion.
So
movies, I got a passion to that.
Speak on that.
Yeah, I got.
Because you still ain't put me in the damn movie.
I'm about to do another one too. Look, we just wrapped up a movie, right? It's called Ride Share. It's a comedy.
Can you put me in the movie, bro?
On me, I need you in a movie. Come on, he whooping now. Yeah. Then when I call him, like, hey, gang, what's up with the ooh-wop? He gon', man, bro, I gotta check the schedule, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'll put it up.
Oh, but yeah. So you passion of mine.
So break this down. So you act in these movies and you the executive
produce them. I write them.
You the writer too?
Yeah, but I don't do the physical writing part. I don't know how to write a script physically.
Okay.
I don't even have the time to do that. I create the storyline from the start, middle to the ending. I create the characters' names, the lines, all of this shit. And then my big brother Kamal Smith, he take it to the finish line for me, pause, and he finished the rest of the script. You know what I'm saying? So I create the movie as far as the subject matter and all of that, the plot and everything. I executive produce them, right? And then I get them distributed independently. And then all the money mine. And I act in them as well because acting is a passion of mine. Writing is a passion of mine. Filmography overall is just a passion that I got. So that's why that shit work out for me.
So you done just said like 4, 5 different damn job titles, bro. Do you pay yourself 5 times? Cause how do that work? Cause I seem to can't still understand all this business shit. Like break this shit down. Like
I'm still learning how to pay myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap.
Cause how much do you pay yourself
yeah,
at that point?
I'm still learning how to pay myself.
Be like, nah, J man, you.
I just make sure everybody around me, on me. It's
you tweaking, J man. You don't have the business.
The only way, but one thing I do know, like the only way you can fuck yourself over is if you if that's a non-profit organization and you know what I'm saying, and you paying yourself or you benefiting any type of way, then you can fuck yourself over. Pause. But if you own an LLC and this is your company and it's registered to you and you're the only person on this LLC, regardless of what's made, that's all your money. That's your money. That's your money. It's your company. It's your money. It's just that. You can do what you want to do. So LLC is not free money. This is money that was obtained, that you invested in. Now you can either let the money keep growing or you can, you know what, I do pay myself. I pay my house mortgage. I pay my car insurance. You heard? And we invest.
But how do you know if you paying yourself too much?
How much going back? It ain't as such as paying myself too much or too less because I own the company overall. I own an LLC. It's not set up as a corporation. You get what I'm saying?
It's not an S corp.
It's not an S corp. If it's an S corp, then it's like now you got to be careful which way you paying yourself. But I'm the only one spending money. I'm the only investor. It's not a corporation. It's a personal LLC of mine. You see what I'm saying? It's Iced Up Films. I'm the only one, a part of Iced Up Films. I'm spending my money on this. I can spend that money on whatever I want to spend it on. It wasn't donated to me. I didn't get a loan from a bank. I don't got any government funding, any local or state funding from no firms. I don't got any funding from nonprofit organizations. I don't have any sponsorship money. I don't have any of that. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to be careful how much I spend with my everyday life. The only thing that matters is that I be transparent on my taxes. You see what I'm saying? On what I spent. Okay. What I spent this on, why I spent this, why I felt this was important. Okay. Certain things be personal, certain things be for the company. But everything that's personal is still fall on the company. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Me buying a Maybach, right? It benefit me as an artist, but I benefit personally. But however, it benefit me as a rapper because it bring more money to me. So it's part of me being an artist. Okay. But I benefit both ways. So it's personal and it's business.
So you can write this Maybach off.
I am. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Because if I wasn't Icewear Vezzo, I wouldn't be buying this type of shit. I wouldn't need it. But I use it because I let it work for me. You know what I'm saying? Okay, man.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have to give me some more game. Give us some more game on that, bro. Break this shit down.
Flow game.
It hit different. Yeah. Do y'all homework.
It hit different. You heard?
This has been
respect, brother.
An official. Nah, thank you, bro. It hit different. Respect all bullshit aside. I appreciate you letting me come out here to Detroit and whoop with you and getting an exclusive on For Them Gray. You know, this city of Chicago gonna appreciate this with our black ass on For Them Gray. You know, I speak for the trenches,
long way,
not
bro.
just for the, you know, I ain't just gonna say the rack because I do it for all the trenches on For
no
Them Gray.
question,
The trenches here, the trenches there, the trenches over there too.
All the way,
For Them Gray.
Me.
So it do hit different. This has been an official episode of Woots with Icewear Vezzo. It do hit different.
Undefeated out right now. Y'all go down low, undefeated, nigga. Ain't nobody rapping like this. Nobody talking like this.
And Whoop Man.
Phone fail.
Hey, start
In real life, ain't nobody talking like this. Go grab it right now. Undefeated out right now, nigga.